Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I'm only a week late to this. Yeah, just very punctual I am with these reviews. But I watched it, I think, on Friday, so I was quite late to it. But I watched it, and once again, I was pleased with the event. It wasn't the best takeover, like not even close for me. I felt like there was something missing. I felt like it didn't have enough matches. Then again, there were two matches I just didn't really watch because I wasn't really interested. And that was Velveteen Dream's match. I'm aware he got attacked afterwards. I didn't really watch the match. I watched the end of it and I saw the attack. And the Cruiserweight title match as well. I wasn't really into that either, so I just skipped over those. Wasn't really interested in the storyline, so I'm just like, let's just screw it. I just don't want to see it. So I think it's partly because of that, because I wasn't into a couple of the matches. But I still felt like it needed more matches. It kicked off very strongly with Damien Priest versus Gargano. I was looking forward to this, and it didn't disappoint. It was a good match. I've really enjoyed it. Damien Priest is a guy who's grown on me. I didn't used to like him. I didn't buy into him before, but he's really grown on me. I really like him a lot more. I think he's better as a heel though. I think heel suits him better. But despite that one downside, I still like him. I think he's pretty good, and seeing him as champion is pretty good as a North American champion. And this was a good match. As for Gargano, this whole Gargano way storyline, it's really, I feel like they've made the storyline to just build them up as these top heels to put people over. Because that's what they've been doing. They've been putting people over. He's just been losing constantly. IOV Candice match was pretty good as well. Once again, Gargano way. When Johnny came out, it was hilarious. Like, I usually wouldn't have liked that because I would have preferred, you know, that we just get this match, no Gargano interruption. But this one was done really well. It was funny. It was really funny how it was done. Io still won the match, obviously, but that part was probably the best part of that match. But it was a pretty good match as well. Some good wrestling, both obviously very talented, so that was fun to watch. And then, after that, Toni Storm announced her return to NXT, and Ember Moon came out as well, so that was good to see. Ember's not been booked very well on Raw, so it's good to see her back on NXT. I'm sure she'll shine again for sure. Toni Storm as well, I'm looking forward to seeing her back. I love the NXT women's division. There's a lot of women who deserve that title. I don't get this same feeling with SmackDown or Raw. There's always talented wrestlers there, but they're not really built up. It's not just a women thing, it's also with the men as well. There's a lot of stars on the main roster, Raw and SmackDown, that just aren't booked correctly, and it happens too often. And with the women, it's the same thing on Raw and SmackDown. There's a lot of women who are not booked right, and they're not built up in the right way, so it doesn't look like they deserve the title. In NXT, there's so many women who've been, and men as well, who've been booked so good that there's so many people who you can see as champion. And the women's division is really strong. There's so many women who are good enough to hold that title. So many that deserve it. Io deserves it, but so does Dakota, Candice. So does, what's her name? Shotzi Blackheart, that's her name. Tegan Nox. There are so many women who they've built up so well who deserve to hold that title. And it's great. It's great. Unfortunately, they can't all be champions. So that's one downside, because some never get to be champion. Like Bianca, for example, I think she deserved to hold that title. She didn't get to do it. She's on Raw now. Well, she's on SmackDown now, actually. She got drafted to SmackDown. I want to see her win a women's title on the main roster. It needs to happen. Needs to happen. She's got all the tools. She's got all of it. Anyway, yeah, it's great to see how the women's division is doing so well over there, and it has been doing well there for a while. And finally, the main event was the best part of the night, best match of the night by far. Second place is not even close. That main event, Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor for the NXT title, was so good. That was elite. One of the best pay-per-view matches I've seen this year on WWE. I don't really watch anything else apart from WWE and NXT, so I couldn't tell you about other brands, but this main event was so good. So good. This is one of the reasons why NXT is amazing. They always put on great takeover matches. There's always at least one classic. This one was so good. It was so good, and The ending was quite interesting. Not the ending of the match, but after the match ended, Adam Cole getting attacked. But apparently the guy who attacked him is injured now. I didn't watch NXT on Wednesday, but I think he got injured. I don't know what they're doing with the Undisputed Era right now. I feel like they're going to break apart very soon. I think Adam Cole's injured as well. I don't know what they're doing, but I think there's some sort of storyline where they're going to break apart. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. But if they do break apart, I'd be very annoyed about that. I want to see them either on the main roster or, I don't know. I want to see them involved in Survivor Series at least. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to see them split apart just yet. But as for Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor, classic match. So good. And I'm definitely going to watch that again. So yeah, as a rating, this pay-per-view event I think was a 7.5 out of 10. It's not higher because, you know, I've said 3 matches that were very enjoyable. Just 3 matches. The rest I wasn't really into. So I can't really put it up as a 9. The main event was a 9. Was a 9.5, mates. But as the whole event, it was entertaining. 7.5 out of 10. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And see ya.